With the fourth pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Leonard Fournette, running back, LSU.
And I'm back. What's good with the Jaguar fans? It's y'all's boy UCF Jaguar reporting with the homies from Generation Jaguar. Check them out at genjag.com. And last week I dropped a video of a 2017 Jacksonville Jaguars NFL Draft recap where I basically went through all our picks and briefly discussed those players. Now a week has gone by since that video, and I just want to take a step back and give you my 4 main takeaways from the 2017 NFL Draft haul that we got. So, in the wise words of my man Waka Flocka Flame, let's do it. So the first takeaway I have with this draft class is that we are officially in win now mode. All 4 of our first round picks between Fournette, Cam Robinson, Dawuane Smoot, and Dede Westbrook, I see all having immediate contributions on this team. Leonard Fournette is obviously going to be our starting running back. Hopefully he'll probably be getting anywhere between 20 to 30 carries a game, probably more around the low 20s, like 21, 22 is probably what they envision him having. And they also helped improve the run game by bringing in Cam Robinson in the second round. No one really knows what positions he's going to play yet. They say that he's going to have a competition at left tackle between him and Brandon Albert. But with whatever happens in that, I really see Cam Robinson and Brandon Albert being on the field somewhere together. So just because they're both the top 5 linemen on a team, and Cam Robinson and Brandon Albert will help you significantly with the run game. Which is what their Jaguars are trying to change their identity to. And also in the third round, they wound up drafting Dawuane Smoot, which caused a lot of controversy with Jaguar fans just because a lot of people wanted Dan Feeney to be in there. But what I get out of this pick is that when the Jaguars picked Cam Robinson, I really think that they saw their starting 5 offensive linemen solidified and that they felt comfortable with the depth on a team. Because if they were to draft Dan Feeney, there's a good chance he might have been a backup. And getting a guy like Dawuane Smoot to be able to play as a backup role for our new right defensive end, Calais Campbell, and just provide pass rush depth, new sparks of energy. Because when you want to win a bunch of games, you got to have a really good influx of pass rushers because you literally use all of the defensive linemen on your roster. And in the 4th round, we grabbed Dede Westbrook. I see him pretty much being our starting slot receiver. I mean, we have great receivers between Marquise Lee, Allen Robinson, and Allen Hurns, but all those guys are pretty much outside guys. Rashad Green was who they previously envisioned playing in the slot, but he didn't really show any signs last year that he should be a contributing member of our offense or even special teams for that matter. So I see Westbrook pretty much replacing him in a sense. And playing that slot receiver role, and even playing our punt return role, having a competition between him and our new cornerback Jalen Myrick, who ran a 4.28 in the NFL draft. My second takeaway from this draft is that Tom Coughlin and company indeed are putting a real emphasis on the special teams unit of this roster going into 2017. The Jaguars draft picks, pretty much all of them between the rounds 3 and 7, Coughlin said would be contributing to special teams. And this is one thing that they've been drilling in the team for a while. They want to be better at special teams. It was one of our worst position groups last year. And the thing with special teams is you don't think it's all that important, but you don't realize how important it is until your special teams is bad, because there's nothing worse than your defense causing a team to punt, and then next thing you know, whatever happens next, and then it's going to be a turnover, giving them the defense, putting the defense right back onto the field, and just vice versa. There's so many different aspects of special teams. It's a very important group. And my third takeaway is that it seems like the Jaguars are pretty content at offensive line because they only drafted 1 offensive lineman and Cam Robinson in the 2nd round. Now, I almost had a feeling that this draft would almost be like last year's draft, where later in the draft we basically had a run on offensive linemen. But in this, we didn't really have a run on offensive linemen. We more had a run on special teams players. And depth positions for the defense. But I guess I'm pretty content with our backup offensive line for now. I mean, we have guys like, I think Patrick Omameh will be a backup, Luke Bowanko, Tyler Shatley, Chris Reed. All those guys have had, somewhat significant playing time due to injury these last few years. And my very last takeaway further reiterates what Tom Coughlin, Doug Marrone, and Dave Caldwell has tried to instill in this whole offseason, is that we are going to be a power run team. I mean, just look at the top 2-round picks. We brought in Leonard Fournette, the top running back in the draft, bell cow dude, a generational player in my eyes. This dude is freaking athletic as hell. The way he can move his body at such a high weight and how fast he can move it, man, it's going to be really exciting to see this guy in September, October, through hopefully January. And also in the second round, we went and grabbed Cam Robinson, who was one of the best run-blocking offensive linemen in the NFL draft this year. And then to follow all that up, we bring in what is almost an extinct position in the NFL, and we brought in the fullback out of the Miami Hurricanes, Marquez Williams. So it's going to be exciting bringing back a fullback, I think. We haven't seen one in our offense for a good while, and we remember all our top running backs, or especially our top two between Fred Taylor and Maurice Jones-Drew. They were running behind this big old boy from FSU named Greg Jones. So yeah, man, those are my 4 main takeaways from this draft. Go over there again. We're in win now mode, putting the emphasis on special teams, that the Jaguars are content at the offensive line position, and that we are officially turning into a run-first team. That's going to hopefully be the strength of our team next year if everything goes as planned. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about my takeaways in the comments down below. I appreciate all the comments, views, and likes you guys give me. I have a lot of fun making these videos. And once again, this is your boy UCF Jaguar reporting with GenJag.com. I'll see you guys next time. Duval.
Duval. There you go.